Wow!
However, please remember that the guideline that we explain and share with you today is just the basic guideline. So it doesn't necessarily mean that for every single person, because you have a breakout in the forehead, it doesn't mean that you have some kind of bad condition with your liver. It doesn't mean for every single person, you know? It can be because of hormonal issues, or it can be because of my bangs or anything. But please keep in mind that this is a general guideline. So let's start with face mapping. I like to call it acne face mapping. I give it a cute word for it. Well, anyways, let us see what areas of the face that you break out at, or you can see breakouts, and that will tell you what health condition that you might be currently having. And we have a face of my beautiful, sexy face for a better understanding. Number one is forehead. Let's start with our forehead. One of the main reasons why we see breakouts and we see acne on our forehead is because of hormonal issues. Because hormones affect the excessive secretion of sebum on this area, this causes breakouts. That is why we see a lot of teenagers, or we see that when we are in our teen years, we break out a lot on our forehead. Another factor is fringes. Yes, if you have bangs, like on your forehead, then of course you have higher chances of breaking out. And I definitely can say it as my personal experience. When I used to have bangs, I used to break out much more on my forehead because our hair secretes oil and it keeps on touching our forehead, or the leftover shampoo or hair treatment on our hair is actually, it's like touching our forehead. This can irritate the skin and cause more breakouts. So what part of the body do you think is in a bad condition if we get breakouts on our forehead? It's the stomach. So if we have trouble digesting, or if you have indigestion, you are likely to see troubles up here on your forehead. Number two is temples and eyebrows. So let's say it's Friday night, you go out with your girls and you just get drunk. Or you're at home and you get a couple of beers or whatever. The day after you drink and you look closely after that day in the mirror at your face, do you notice at times that you break out more around your eyebrow area or temples? It's because these parts of the face is related to our liver. But also, if you are allergic to food, you can also have breakouts in this area. And another reason that you can get breakouts in this area is because you eat food with really high calorie or really oily or greasy food. Alright, so number three is cheeks. So we're gonna move down to our cheeks. Because our cheeks have a more wider area, it has more sebaceous glands passing through. And since high sebum production is one of the main causes of breakout compared to the other parts of the face, so the cheek area is much more vulnerable to breakouts. And when you have occasions that, let's say that the heat of your cheeks just rise drastically, then you can see more breakouts then. And one of the biggest reasons why we get breakouts on our cheeks is because of our cell phones. I mean, we don't know it, but our phone is very, very dirty and not sanitary, man. And we put it right on our cheeks and our faces. So seriously, this is one of the biggest reasons why we break out. This definitely can cause irritation and much more breakouts on our cheeks. All right, number four is nose. Moving on to the nose area. If you get breakouts or a huge ass pimple on your nose, it can mean that you have bad blood circulation. Breakouts on the nose can mean that you have maybe a bad condition with your heart, but there are many other reasons also. So it might not be specific because of heart, but it may be. We're just letting you know. So this was really, really interesting. One of the reasons the reason why you break out on your nose can be because of constipation. And we all deny it, but a lot of us are constipated at times, I admit. And another reason why we break out on the nose area is because we have a lot of pores pores here, or visible pores. So that's why for me personally, when I cleanse, I make sure to cleanse my T-zone and my nose area 2 or 3 times, and even more than the other parts of the face. Number 5 is your lips and your mouth. Now, if we get breakouts on our mouth or lip area, it can mostly mean that you have problems with digestion. And if you eat food that's too spicy or too oily, it can actually, like, the temperature around your lips and mouth, it can rise. You know what I'm saying, right? When you eat something spicy, you're like, it's gets really spicy and gets really hot around the lip area. Well, this can actually cause breakouts. And this was very, very interesting. But if you're having breakouts around your mouth or lip area, it can also mean that the toothpaste that you're currently using might not fit your skin or might not fit you. Now, moving on to the chin. I know that we get a lot of breakouts on the chin, and I know that a lot of us were very curious what this is related to. Now, if we're getting breakouts on the chin area, it's most likely because of genetic organs. So for our ladies, y'all will feel me on this one. When we get crazy breakouts on our chin area, especially like a week before or sometime around the time you get your period, right? Another reason is if we are having breakouts around the chin area, this can mean that we're having problems with our liver also.
Habits become a big part of your life, so it's really important to have good habits. As a continuum of the last episode, we're going to talk all about good habits to have in order to prevent and care for acne. These might be habits that are really bad and you already know, or habits that you guys know but really can't get rid of, or even something that's totally unexpected. So today we've invited our guest from the excess sebum episode. Will this teen guest have good habits for acne concerns? Let's see.
안녕하세요. 17살 장유림입니다. 저번에 피지 관리 편에서도 만나봤죠? 반가워요. 피지 관리요? 아니요, 사실 잘 못한 것 같아요. 일단 세수를 엄청 잘 하려고 노력하는 편이고, 특히 요즘에는 여름이라서 선크림을 엄청 잘 바르고 있는 편입니다.
Number 1. I have bangs.
있어요.
Number 2. I wear makeup to cover acne.
맞죠?
Number 3. I exfoliate using scrubs.
가끔씩 해요.
Number 4. I unconsciously touch acne spots.
많이 만집니다. 그냥 얼굴에 울룩불룩 튀어나오면 자꾸 신경 쓰이니까 짜고 싶게 되는 것 같아요.
Number 5. I don't remember what I changed my pillow covers.
모르겠어요.
Today's teen guest has mentioned that she applies to all of the following. So, we did a survey to see how you Wishtrenders are doing. If you're a teen with acne concerns, choose from below the items that apply to you. According to our community survey, there seems to be a lot of you teens out there that touch your acne without knowing. And I'm sure you guys know that touching your acne is bad for your skin. But if you have a zit on your face and if you have a little bump, it's really hard not to touch it, right? It's a bad habit that's really hard to get rid of.
어른이 되면 여드름도 자연스럽게 해결되지 않나요?
Acne is greatly influenced by a hormone called an androgen, which teens get a lot. So your question is partly right. During my teens, I would get more hormonal acne, so when I was on my period, but nowadays I don't get that as much, and rather I just usually get acne when I get stressed. So usually when you grow up and your hormones get naturally balanced, acne can go away. But do you want to find out if your bad habits did the job rather than the hormones did? Let's see if today's teen has good habits. No! We've already found 2 bad habits. Bad habit number 1. Acne exposed to bacteria. Did you just touch your chin? There was an overwhelming amount of Wishtrenders who voted, I unconsciously touch my acne. Other than touching your acne, check if any unhygienic things are touching your face without you noticing. Even if we wash our hands really frequently, hands are always exposed to all sorts of bacteria. For example, our phones, it's full of bacteria and sometimes we bring it to our faces, don't we? And that puff our teen guest put on her face. Doing your makeup with this puff is plastering your face with bacteria. Like this, our pores can be infected without us knowing, and it can get inflamed and acne can worsen. Bad habit number 2, thick makeup covering acne. Nope, we understand, acne sucks. Imagine if you've been preparing for the prom for half the year and suddenly a few days before the prom, a pimple starts arising and more pimples and yeah, it's really bad. So this is why we don't want to tell you don't put makeup on acne. But it is true that acne gets worse if you put makeup on your face. And the thicker the makeup, the harder it is to remove, so more impurities are being left over, making your acne worse. Good habit number 1. Protect your face from bacteria. Use acne protection patches. To completely get rid of the habit of touching your face and acne is kind of hard, so using a protective patch to cover it to protect it from bacteria and your fingers will help you get rid of this habit. 2. Keep your makeup tools clean. I'm going to teach you guys how to clean your makeup puff. So get some cleansing foam and water in a Ziploc bag and put your puff in it and rub it gently. You can even get it cleaner by using an empty container to clean it. Cut up a hanger and put your puff there. Let it dry completely. Ta-da! You're done. Good habit number 2. Keep your makeup lightweight. Acne during puberty does get better over time, but if you pop them or irritate them, it does get worse. This is why we don't recommend you putting makeup over it. If you want to wear makeup, try to make it thin as possible. Then it'll be easier to clean, leaving less impurities so that your acne doesn't get worse. Color correcting is an effective way of concealing spots on the face using complementary colors. If you want to cover acne spots, try using complementary colors to cover them. So use green on red acne spots very lightly to help conceal. Good habit number 3. SPF care. Even if you have a lot of acne, sun protection is a must. Acne skin eventually goes to normal skin after the recovery process, and during this process, if you're exposed to sunlight without any SPF, you can get pigmentation, so please apply sunscreen, guys. Get up! If you sleep like this, your acne is gonna get worse. Good habit number 4. Cleansing and exfoliation routine. Are there any Wishtrenders out there that don't cleanse their face after they get home? Going to bed without cleansing your makeup obviously means excess sebum, bigger pores, and more acne. Washing your face too often to get rid of acne is actually bad for your face, so keep it to 2 times a day in less than 5 minutes. Your skin has a low pH level, so try using a low pH cleanser or a neutral foaming cleanser in order to minimize the irritation and clean your face. Now, there were some Wishtrenders that said that they use scrubs to clean their face. Acne-prone skins tend to be more easily irritated, so using scrubs might not be the best choice. This is like pulling dead skin forcefully, and frankly, this doesn't even get rid of the thick, dead skin cells. Those that block the whiteheads actually still stay there. But that doesn't mean not to exfoliate. We recommend AHA and BHA, which is really good for skin regeneration, in order to mildly exfoliate sensitive skin. And the bangs. I understand that you don't want to get rid of your bangs because you want to hide your acne. So at least when you're home, try to put your bangs up or to the side in order to prevent your face being irritated from the oiliness and the dirt from your bangs. Also, towels and headbands could transfer bacteria from one person to another, so don't share this. Good habit number 5. Sleep. Do you know when you last changed your pillowcase? Or do you even know that you have to change your pillowcase? Beddings that we use every day have microdust, dead skin cells, and sweat, making it super easy for bacteria to thrive in it. Especially pillowcases that touch your face directly can be a big cause for acne. Try to use multiple pillowcases and change them frequently, and if this is too difficult, then at least try putting a clean towel on your pillowcase. My T-zone area is oily and the rest of the parts of my face are dry, but I have lots of acne around my chin area and my cheeks too. Can you please tell me why this is happening? It'll help me a lot. Thanks! Chin and cheek acne could actually happen from the irritation and infection from the pillow when you sleep. So try not to sleep sideways and try sleeping on the back of your head so that you don't get acne on your chin and your cheeks. But at this time, watching the video, are you guys staying up late to watch this? Skin regeneration happens the most during the times of 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. So it's really good to be asleep during this time, guys. So this helps with your skin recovery process, and if you don't sleep, it gets slower, making your acne worse. Please sleep during this time, guys.
We're going to talk about hormones. So basically, hormones in our body. In other words, hormones related to our body. So you may think I wash regularly, I eat really healthy food, I also use products that are not harmful to my skin, but why do I still get acne? So we're going to talk about acne that is caused during such periods. So periods such as if you're going through your puberty, or for women, your menstrual period, and also times when you have stress. So more specifically, let's talk about relationship between hormones and acne. So I'm going to talk about certain periods where acne is triggered due to our bodily changes. So basically, the relationship between hormones and acne. So there are many hormones that trigger acne, but we're going to look at the main representing ones. 1, natural body changes as we age, such as puberty. Number 2, changes in woman's body during your menstrual cycle, also during birth or pregnancy. 3, body changes due to stress. So we can basically categorize into 3 types. So first is puberty period. Now when kids hit their teens, there's a lot of sex hormones that are excreting, and there's a lot of bodily changes as well. And regardless of sex, a male hormone called androgen is produced. This hormone is active in the sebaceous gland, and it promotes the production of sebum. At this moment, some of the sebum is removed from the pores, but some accumulates within the sebaceous gland, and that's when acne occurs. In other words, androgen increases during the teen body changes, then hormonal imbalance occurs, and finally that's when acne occurs. In other words, androgen increases during teen body changes, hormonal imbalance occurs, and finally acne is triggered. And especially during your teens, you tend to develop purulent pimples, especially around your T-zone area and like your cheeks, and this is kind of where the sebaceous glands are developed. Okay, so for women, this is not related to you men, but for women, menstruation that occurs during menstruation or right before menstruation is related to blood concentration of 2 hormones, estrogen and progesterone. Estrogen stimulates the collagen production of the skin. It manages our oil and sebum secretion, and it keeps the skin clean. Progesterone, on the other hand, is one of the major causes of oil and sebum secretion, and this ends up causing acne. But I'm not saying that progesterone is a bad hormone. It's actually a necessary hormone that helps with various things. For example, it prevents cervical cancer, depression, headaches, and also keeps a healthy pregnancy. Now, if you look at the table, you can see that progesterone actually increases after 2 weeks of ovulation to the date of the menstrual period. And that's when you're going to actually feel your acne trigger, and your face is going to kind of feel rough and dry. Basically, not the best condition. Now, during your period, the progesterone concentration will actually decrease, but then estrogen increases to boost your skin condition. So simply put, increase in female hormones, progesterone, hormones become imbalanced, and acne occurs. Also, if you're pregnant, like me, the amount of progesterone increases continuously, so it's kind of like a pregnancy maintaining hormone. Therefore, you can probably see why your acne gets worse during pregnancy. So acne caused by this hormone easily occurs around your chin and your cheeks and around your nose area. So basically your U-zone area. No wonder I get a lot of acne around my chin. Even now, I'm like trying to cover it up, but it's not really working. So number 3 is stress. So when you're stressed, our brain naturally tries to overcome stress by hormone excretion. During this process, there is a hormone called cortisol. This stimulates the sebaceous glands and makes acne worse. Now, cortisol is secreted from the adrenal gland, and this is located in the kidney. Meanwhile, androgens are produced in the same place. As mentioned earlier, during your teens, androgens stimulate sebum secretion. This causes acne, but also hair loss. So basically, if you're tired and stressed, this causes emission of cortisol hormone, and then that causes androgen production, and this causes acne. So how do we finally manage acne triggered by hormones? So all three reactions are caused because of our bodies changing. So the most important thing is to relax. So you would need sufficient sleep, balanced lifestyle, and eating a balanced meal. These are all things that will help you relax. And then after all of that, remember to use a product that can soothe and calm your acne. Now let me give you some extra tips in detail. But before I start, I just wanted to remind you that we have a whole video just talking about teen acne due to hormones. So check that out on wishtrendtv.com. So let's talk about women's menstrual period. So let me talk about how to manage your skin according to cycle. 1 week before menstruation. So like I said before, a week before your period, progesterone level increases, which triggers acne. So therefore, it's really important to be efficient in cleansing and manage your sebum. This helps prevent acne from occurring. So find a cleanser that is suitable for your skin type where you can really deep cleanse. And remember to use a gentle cleanser that won't also irritate your skin. It's best to use something that kind of foams up, and after you kind of massage your face, wash off with lukewarm water. But then don't cleanse your face too often because this will definitely dry out your skin and in the meantime cause acne during your actual period. Now this is the time where progesterone gradually decreases, which was the main cause that stimulated sebum. So during your period, the amount of dead skin cells can actually increase, and this causes your makeup to really cake up and all that. At this time, use a gentle cream that is really rich in hyaluronic acid ingredient. This will really help calm and soothe your dead skin cells. Not just provide deep hydration, but deliver nutrition into your skin. Your skin at this time is really sensitive and kind of weakened, so if you apply like a brightening product or any kind of functioning product, be careful because you might have a reaction. And like I said before, these types of product can kind of irritate your skin and cause acne. But if you actually have acne that's occurring at this time, try not to pop it, but rather try to choose a product that helps with sebum control and exfoliating and has anti-inflammatory ingredients. But remember something that does not contain alcohol. After cleansing, apply a toner that has AHA ingredient onto a cotton pad and gently wipe it off. This really helps with exfoliation, and moreover, if it contains mandelic acid, that's even better. So 1 week after menstruation, or about 6 days after. So this is when there's a significant decrease in progesterone and an increase of estrogen. So this is the best time to manage your acne. And when you actually have acne at this time, it's the best time to squeeze it as well, because it's the best period where acne recovers easily, and also you aren't really left with much scarring. Now after you have popped your acne, don't just leave it. Try to use a product that prevents future acne or scarring and also helps with skin regeneration. It's good to apply a cream on the acne area that contains a good amount of Centella asiatica ingredient. Also, if you have a moisturizing cream, kind of mix it in a 5:1 ratio, with 5 being the moisturizing cream and 1 the Teca cream. And if you apply it for a good 7 days, it'll help improve your acne scar area. Centella asiatica helps calm the skin, but also restores weakened skin barrier and also synthesizes collagen. Now let's talk about stress and how acne is triggered by it. Now, acne due to stress is usually characterized by your face being heated up. The heat on your face quickly dries up your skin and also causes dead skin cells. This end result prevents your sebum from getting out of your pores. There are a couple ways you can actually cool your heated face. First, we're going to begin cleansing our face with green tea. This will calm down the acne and hydrate your skin. It's really easy. Just add a green tea bag in hot water and just leave the water in the fridge about 10 minutes to help it cool down. And at the final step of cleansing, wash your face off with this green tea water. Now cleansing your face after for the second time, apply toner on a cotton pad and apply it right on the acne area. Now remember, choose a gentle toner that will give you great hydration. In result, your face will feel so hydrated. Use a gel type serum that is rich in hyaluronic acid. This helps cool your face down and lowers the skin's temperature. Like I said, you want your face refreshed and hydrated and fully moisturized. And finally, choose a cream that will really calm and soothe your skin. Also, cooling function would be nice, but remember, don't use a product that will irritate your skin.
Now that we have talked about the different types of acne and the different causes, let's talk about what we could do to prevent and cure acne. Using the right cleanser is really important in taking care of your acne. Using a light cleanser that isn't harsh on your skin and that doesn't strip your face of all the moisture but cleanses thoroughly is really important, and it's good to use foam cleansers or stuff that lathers up easily on your skin. If you decide to use a cream type cleanser, it's better to rub it and lather it up and then applying it to your face instead of just slathering it on right away, which causes irritation. Now, one of the biggest mistakes our teenagers make is using harsh scrubs. Please don't, if you're suffering with acne, please. I don't know, maybe it's just the sensation of like dead skin cells being removed and like just the feeling of being rubbing makes it feel like you're cleansing away your acne, but it's really important to be gentle. It's really important to exfoliate, but it's important to exfoliate in the right way. So one ingredient you guys may want to keep in mind is AHA. AHA is a much more gentler way to exfoliate your skin for people with acne. Out of AHA ingredients, I would recommend mandelic acid, which has large particles, so you could exfoliate without penetrating too deep into your skin. And this is not only the perfect way to exfoliate your skin in a gentle manner, but also it hydrates. This is super easy to use and it's super effective in getting rid of whiteheads, so we recommend it to all our teenage viewers and customers of Wishtrend. Say no to alcohol. So another big mistake our teenagers make is using a toner with alcohol in it. The feeling, the cooling sensation, and the feeling of just ridding your face of oils may feel good at first, but the fact that you're stripping your face of oils actually causes it to create more oils, and using alcohol-induced products from an early age could actually create a higher chance of troublesome skin for the future. It is very important to use a product with a good water-oil balance. And try to avoid using products that have high functions, so like, brightening or like anti-aging and stuff like that are richly infused, but rather stick to a toner that's hydrating and calming if you're acne prone. And rather than using your hands with toner, try using a sponge cotton pad and cotton pads in general to kind of organize your skin texture, kind of like sorting it out and helping your skin absorb the moisture to improve skin texture and condition in general. Hands off! Don't squeeze your face, don't touch it. I know all of you have that temptation deep down in yourself, like you're like, I want to squeeze it. And I'm not saying it's wrong to extract, but when you do, please get professional care from a dermatologist or a professional like a clinical expert. Or if you have the correct sort of utensils within your house, then sterilize it, with alcohol or anything. Just kind of like clean it so that you don't infect your face. It's really important. Try to target hydration, calming, and soothing all at once. For acne-prone skin, it's really important to hydrate, lower your skin temperature, and to soothe. Kind of difficult without, slathering on your face with a lot of oil-induced products, right? In this occasion, finding one smart product to do all three of the above would be the perfect thing to do. A light texture serum that is not sticky and a cream that's not too oily and rich but can hydrate would be perfect. And if you feel like you don't want to have too many skincare steps, you can simply mix the two and apply it as one. Cut caffeine and high processed foods, sugar, and grains. Or at least just cut coffee or sodas. Caffeine, I'm sure you guys have guessed it, stimulates and produces sebum, clogging pores, and hair follicles. Refined carbohydrates and sugars can cause a surge of insulin, creating increase in male hormones, causing more sebum. So yeah, just kind of watch what you eat if you guys are worried about your skin. Get moving, but wash well. So this is like one of the best remedies, I guess. It's really important to get your sweat glands moving. Exercise, so sweat out all the stuff, but then wash and cleanse thoroughly afterwards. Stimulating the sweat glands keeps it unclogged and clean, but it's also important to rinse and clean up afterwards. Be patient and find your routine and regimen. So when you're taking care of acne, it's really important to be patient and thorough with everything you do. Don't stress over it too much. Come on, guys, you guys can fix it. It's not a disease. And through this process of trial and testing, you guys can find the perfect regime for you and the perfect skincare remedy and find what works the best. Skin regimen and product recommendation. So, keeping all the tips and tricks I have mentioned above in mind, I have brought you guys all the product recommendation and step-by-step routine to help you guys out. So first, cleansing. We have mentioned it so many times, but the Klairs Rich Moist Foaming Cleanser. This is a perfect product for teenagers with acne because it is so mild and gentle. And also, it's so easy to use. Basically, it's already in a pump form and it foams out as it comes. I mean, you don't need to lather it up, it's just already in its gentle state for your skin. It balances your skin's pH level because it is low pH, and also it's really important to use your forefinger or a gentle part of your skin to massage it thoroughly throughout your face and rinse. Now for exfoliating. Exfoliating is essential for having better skin texture, skin tone, and removing unnecessary skin cells to prevent any breakouts. But it's also important to do this in a non-irritating and non-harsh way. But scrubs can be definitely too harsh for sensitive skin and acne-prone skin. That's why we have a new recommendation, and this is a release from by Wishtrend, the Mandelic Acid 5% Skin Prep Water. Many of our staff has seen significant improvement in their skin, and it does a great job in removing whiteheads. Mandelic acid is a AHA ingredient, so it helps with exfoliation and it also hydrates. And since it isn't too harsh, it is perfect for our teenagers out there. Another product is the Klairs Freshly Juiced Vitamin Drop. This is perfect if you guys have acne scarring without breakouts. This not only fades acne scars and marks on your face, but it also mildly exfoliates. Just make sure not to use 2 exfoliators in one routine. So if you're using the Mandelic Acid toner for one part of your routine, then skip this, the vitamin drop, and vice versa. If you're using this, then don't use this. Kind of like go through and find the perfect regime for you. Third step, toning. The Klairs Supple Preparation Facial Toner and the Dear Klairs Toner made 2-in-1 cotton pad. So hydration is very important for acne care, not only in treating but in preventing. Using a toner that is not too thick but not too watery is really important. Another thing, toning is really good to block in ingredients that are needed for the skin and just kind of prepping your skin in general for skincare. Serum recommendation. The Klairs Rich Moist Soothing Serum. So this is perfect for lowering skin temperature, which prevents future breakouts, and it also has a very light texture, so it's really easily applicable. It doesn't make your skin feel oily or greasy, but it gives you the right amount of moisture. Cream recommendation. The Klairs Rich Moist Soothing Cream and the Clarins Midnight Blue Calming Cream. Now, when you guys want to target hydrating and soothing at the same time, you guys don't want to use too many products. So a recommendation I can give you is to mix these two products and use it as one. Extracting. The Skin Miso Comedo Remover. When you're extracting troubles, it is best to see a professional, but if you have the right tools and you use the right method, it is perfectly okay to do it at home. Just make sure to sanitize the remover and the area and never to touch it with your hand. The Comedo tool is very simple and easy to use, so it'll always come in handy. Last but not least, aftercare. The Clarins Midnight Blue Calming Cream comes again. After popping a pimple, never leave it to be out in the open air to dry, but protect it with a cream. Using a repairing cream could create a barrier, helping your skin recover. The guazoline and the Centella asiatica ingredients will help your skin reduce inflammation and repair troubles, helping your acne disappear clean.
But today we're going to be learning about the thing that stresses us out after we have acne. And that is, drumroll please, acne scars. After a long battle with acne, it seems like there's nothing to worry about, but boom, acne scars form. And that is really more stressful than acne itself, right? So today we're going to be learning about those pesky little fellas in 3 rounds. Also, starting from today, we're going to be joined by our how-to model, Yujin. So let's see how Yujin takes on her acne-prone skin, and throughout the series, we'll see her return to her healthy and normal skin. Round 3. How do we prevent acne scars? With continuous effort, we can actually eliminate hyperpigmentation within 1 year and shallow acne scars within 3 months with this skincare routine. First, the most important thing about acne scars is that you need to extract your acne in a clean environment. Do not pick your acne. Please do not. On top of that, the most important thing is post-extraction care. So we'll let you know the proper method for post-acne care in 2 steps. Step 1. The skin becomes red after extraction, right? So we recommend using products that have cooling ingredients in it that can soothe harshly irritated skin. So for this, we actually recommend using a sheet mask that has cooling agents in it that'll help to relieve inflammation and soothe the heat from your skin. Next, you're going to want to apply a treatment cream on the place that you extracted your acne. This is going to help to regenerate the skin. It'll also help to prevent hyperpigmentation of your skin as well. And to prevent further acne from forming, we recommend using a non-oily cream that has Centella asiatica in it that'll help to soothe and repair the skin. Also, using a cream that'll help to create collagen will also help to repair the damaged skin. In the case that your acne has not been fully extracted, we recommend putting a pimple patch over it to protect it from environmental factors and to soothe it. Step 2. In the situation where acne scars and hyperpigmentation has already formed after 3 to 4 days or after 3 months, what you need to know is that once the acne scar or hyperpigmentation has already formed, the area has closed off and it is not prone to irritation anymore. So we're going to be sharing with you guys a skincare routine where you guys can use for 7 days for an entire month in order to treat the acne scars. So here's your 7-day plan for post-acne care. First, for 3 days. 1. Prep the skin by using a cotton pad and toner to wipe the face. 2. Apply a serum that promotes skin regeneration. 3. Afterwards, apply a vitamin C serum to help with pigmentation. 4. Then apply a mixture of your favorite cream and regeneration cream to the whole face. 5. Apply another layer of the regeneration cream on areas affected with acne. For 2 days. Number 1. Using a cotton pad, wipe the face to prep the skin with an AHA toner that works to gently exfoliate. 2. Apply a serum that promotes skin regeneration. 3. Then apply a mixture of your favorite cream and regeneration cream to the whole face. 4. Apply another layer of the regeneration cream on areas affected with acne. For 2 days. Prep the skin by using a cotton pad and toner to wipe the face. 2. Apply a moisturizing serum. 3. Afterwards, apply a mixture of your favorite cream and regeneration cream to the whole face. So the key points to this skincare routine is using vitamin C to help with hyperpigmentation and AHA to help skin regeneration. And while we mention this a lot, both AHA and vitamin C should not be used together, which is why you should use it in the specific order that we mentioned in the skincare routine. In regards to this, a lot of you Wishtrenders have asked us and has requested to answer the question of, I want to use both at the same time. Can I use them with an interval in between? Well, today you're gonna get your answer. Because everyone's skin thickness is actually different, if you feel like your skin can handle using both at the same time, then you should try it. If you choose to do so, remember to take a 2-hour break in between both products. If there is no adverse reaction, then you can shorten the time. But we still don't recommend using both products at the same time. Using this 2-step routine after post-extraction, you can avoid having deep-set acne scars. In addition to the methods that we described earlier, I always say this, but please, please, please remember to wear sunscreen. Sunscreen is a great way to prevent hyperpigmentation. That way, it can also shorten the time that it takes for you to recover from acne scars.
If your complexion has become darker and you feel like even if you have your makeup on, your skin still looks dull, okay, I want you to go to the bathroom right now and wash off your makeup and look in the mirror. You're gonna see something that you haven't seen before, which is pigmentation. Oh, no. Now, today, the topic is about post-acne pigmentation. This post-acne pigmentation care box will help to remove the pigmentation that has been caused due to improper acne care. And not just that, but it will help to strengthen your skin's protective barrier, and it will prevent UV-indulged aging to prevent further pigmentation. You're probably wondering, how can I see the results? I really want to see the before and after. Don't worry, babies. Stay tuned until the very end. A lot of people have been leaving us comments and giving us requests to make a solution, to make a box for post-acne and pigmentation. That is why we have prepared this for you. Before we jump into the solutions, let's talk about the causes of pigmentation first. Number 1 is acne improper care. Now, if we use our fingers or our nails to squeeze our pimple out, or even if we use an extractor or even pimple patches or even home remedies, but when this is done the improper way, this can leave scarring and even pigmentation. And the second one that can cause pigmentation is weakened skin barrier. If your skin barrier is weakened, the balance between your dermis and epidermis is just broken. So your skin is more susceptible to pigmentation. Number 3 is UV-induced aging. UV-induced aging depletes the skin's collagen, affecting the skin's elastin. This makes the skin thinner and less elastic, increasing melanin, therefore pigmentation in the skin. Now let's talk about the solutions. The first one is proper acne care. And as we mentioned before, it's really, really bad if you take care of your skin improperly, it can lead to pigmentation. So the best solution is to take care of your acne correctly. Make sure that you properly extract your pimple, and it's really great to use a repairing ointment after you pop the pimple. But if you have already given improper care, so you do have an acne scar, make sure that you use a vitamin C serum to fade away the acne marks. And by doing this process, you'll actually prevent the scar to become pigmentation. Number 2 solution, strengthen the skin's barrier. Now, strengthen the skin's barrier by using products with ceramides. This will help to balance the epidermis and dermis, so it will make your skin's protective layer more strengthened. Number 3 is prevent UV-induced aging. Now, the most commonly known and the most important way is to use a sunscreen. Now, I know that it can be a little bit annoying, but it is so crucial that you use a sunscreen. Make sure that you use a sunscreen that has SPF 50+ and PA+++++. Use it every 3 hours. Make sure to retouch, and before you walk out the door, make sure you put it on 15 minutes before. To actually show you guys that this kit was really helpful and it will really be good for you guys, now I'm gonna introduce you to our how-to model.
너무 건조하고 이런 붉은 트러블 보이시죠? 지금 해결이 안 돼가지고 이거를 어떻게 해야 될지 모르겠어요.
For the day routine. Number 1. Before using the rice toner, shake the bottle to mix the contents well. Apply an adequate amount of toner to the sponge pad and gently wipe the face. Number 2, layer on like a serum. Number 3, finish moisturizing the skin with a thin layer of the vitamin E mask. Number 4, at the last step of your skincare, apply a finger-length amount of sunscreen. For the night routine, number 1, before using the rice toner, shake the bottle to mix the contents well. Apply an adequate amount of toner to the compressed pad and gently wipe the face. Number 2, apply half a spode worth of the vitamin drop to the whole face. Number 3, carefully apply the clear soothing sheet mask so it adheres well to the skin. Remove upwards after 15 to 20 minutes and absorb product remaining on the skin. Number 4, apply the vitamin E mask to the whole face and let it absorb. When using the vitamin drop and vitamin E mask together, it increases the antioxidant network effects and boosts the brightening qualities of vitamin C. Number 5, to strengthen the skin's barrier, apply a generous layer of the blue cream, focusing on the sensitive areas, and apply another generous layer to the spots post-extraction.
안녕하세요. 오늘 제가 일주일차 됐습니다. 갑자기 스킨케어를 바꾸는 게 걱정이었거든요. 이런 비타민 제품들이 좀 자극적인 제품들이 많잖아요. 근데 제 트러블 위에서 발랐을 때도 피부가 따갑거나 자극적인 부분이 없어서 정말 좋았습니다. 그리고 지금 보시다시피 피부가 정말 깨끗해진 느낌 보이시죠? 자, 이렇게 간단하게 일주일차 알려드리겠습니다. 안녕하세요. 오늘은 2주차. 지금 보시다시피 피부 톤도 좀 업된 것 같고 아직도 트러블 없이 잘 유지 중입니다. 요즘에 결혼 준비 때문에 스트레스가 엄청나게 많이 받아가지고 트러블 같은 거라든가 울긋불긋한 게 많이 올라왔었는데 그런 거 없이 지금 맑은 피부톤이 되었어요.